Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to this special presentation of high school football at 5 o'clock on a Friday night as the Attleboro Blue Bombardiers are hosting the New Bedford Whalers.
One of the great nicknames of any high school program in Massachusetts.
Absolutely. There we go.
Oh, my goodness. You actually tightened this up a little bit.
Yes, it's fixed.
Holy smokes.
You can thank me. No, I'm only kidding. You
I
can
know
thank
that.
Jim Jones for that, Michael.
Thank you, Jim Jones.
I'm Paul Healy, along with big brother Michael Healy. Dave Angel will be on camera tonight. Peter Bray running our graphics. Jim Jones, the engineer in charge. We'll be right back.
Bristol Glass, 110 North Main Street in Attleboro, has supported local high school sports for many years. Bristol Glass has been chosen for glass replacement projects for home and business for over 60 years. From shower doors to auto glass and mirror replacement, Bristol Glass is ready to do the job. They accept most insurance plans and serve several communities around the Attleboro area. They're open weekdays from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. You can contact them at 508-222-5810 and on the web at bristolglass.com.
Are you looking for meal options for you and your family? Consider Rico's Subs and Pizza on Route 1 in North Attleboro. Open since 1971 and a proud sponsor of high school sports in the Attleboro area. Rico's cooks up many flavors of pizzas, subs, and calzones, all in-store and using fresh ingredients. They're open Monday through Saturday from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. and Sundays 12 noon to 10 p.m. You can also order ahead by calling 508-695-1296. Welcome back to AACS 15 Sports and 1320 WARA Radio, WARAradio.com. This game being broadcast live on AACS and the AACS YouTube channel. Bombardiers have been on a roll lately, Mike. They played well against King Philip in a close loss, a great second half. They had the best performance against undefeated Franklin than anyone has had this season.
Yes.
Losing 20-18, a close one there. Mike Strachan has some what ifs about that game.
Boy, oh boy, that onside kick was one of them.
Yes, exactly. And in their then a win over Taunton last week, 10-3. Another goal line stand, 10-7. Excuse me. No, 10-3 was the final score. It was 10-3,
yes, a 7-point win at Taunton.
Yes, exactly. A touchdown early by Adrian Rivera, and then a 38-yard field goal by Anthony Salviati in that game. But the big deal with Freddie Wheaton back from injury, he missed the first with 6 weeks. With Freddie Wheaton back at that linebacker spot, the entire defense has been elevated. Michael, they have generated 14 turnovers in their last 3 games.
And if the refs had been a little bit kinder and more accurate with their calls, it would be 16 turnovers. You can't have everything. All right, I can't see with the sun.
It'll go down quickly.
Thankfully, but who won the toss?
And you know what? We'll have to find out when they come out. Attleboro captains, Keegan Conley, Freddie Wheaton, number 44, the great Chris Leonardo, number 75, and I missed one there. Oh, I think Alvin Harrison as well for New Bedford. Their captains are Ryan Dozenberg, who's also their quarterback, their halfback, Jaden Frazier, Anderson Cruz, and Anderson Madrano, the captains for New Bedford. Attleboro in their white helmets, royal blue jerseys, and pants. New Bedford, good-looking, clean, classic uniforms, white helmets, white jerseys, white pants, red numerals, with a black trim. Very similar to the Milford Scarlet Hawks look.
Well, they've always had that great-looking classical uniform. Yeah. And it's been a long time since New Bedford's had a great team, but I'll tell you, in my century, which was the last century, they were always terrific.
Yep.
I remember in '95, I think I saw them beat Peabody in one of the great Division I Eastern Mass Class A championships. Long time ago.
Yep, they're from the Southeast Conference now. Attleboro will be kicking off right to left. So it'll be Salviati kicking off, we believe. Talking to Coach Strachan before the game, and Mike, he agreed with something we mentioned during our last broadcast. Number 40, senior William Brewer, plays tight end and weak side linebacker. Most improved player on the squad this year. His performance the last few weeks has been tremendous. We compared it to when trainer Shirk, remember his first varsity start as a junior, just a little bit of hesitation before his second or third game where he realized, oh,
I'm really good.
I belong here. And the rest is history. That's been the deal with Brewer. Salviati with his short kick, fair catch called for and made at his own 25, 26-yard line. And that was number 24 on that field catch, Desmond Burnskill. So New Bedford will start. Let's see where they place it. And for the next few minutes, this sun is going to be tough.
I think it's right on the 25, 35.
They're at their 35-yard line. Our white hat, the official in charge, is Joe Simone.
Hey, by the way, I'm wrong. It's on the 30-yard line.
All right.
But anyway, that's about as deep as the Blue Bombardiers have gotten a kickoff this year.
Yeah. Harrison with Wheaton back. Harrison is back on the defensive line. Tackles are Straminski and Pereira. Leonardo, the end on the right. Brewer and Wheaton, the linebackers. Rolling left, the righty looks to throw. He's heavily pressured. Dashes to the sideline, out of bounds after a 5-yard gain for Ryan Dozenberg.
Well, that's just one of those situations where, once again, the rolling left, and if the defensive left end or right end gets hooked like that, we need a second contain from the inside linebacker scraping up. Didn't get it. 5-yard gain for the quarterback, number 1. And
Ryan Rosenberg.
Right. Rosenberg, huh?
Dozenberg.
Okay, that's a mouthful.
Yeah, trips to the right. That's the wide side of the field. One receiver to the left. The running back is to the right of the quarterback. Back to pass, Dozenberg, lofting it over the middle.
Gorgeous.
Player is out there. Caden Murray knocks it away. Incomplete. And Mike.
Caden had an interception, but the receiver knocked it out of his hands.
Talking to Mike Strachan before the game, I was saying, is it me, after watching the Patriots last Sunday and their victory, is Caden Murray the Adrian Phillips?
I'd say so.
Of the Bombardiers. He can play defensive back. He can come up and run support. He can do anything you need a defensive player to do.
Well, Murray broke up that first pass beautifully right over the shoulder. Like I said, it looked like he had an interception, but the receiver ripped it out of his hands.
Yep. And when Caden was a sophomore, everyone thought he was going to be the offensive star. It's really on defense where he has stood out. The Bombardiers jump offside.
Defensive tackle, that's going to be a first down, would have been 3rd and 5.
Yep.
Once again, it's a hard count, no excuse, but these are high school kids and these things happen.
Yep. So the ball moves to the 40-yard line, New Bedford's own 40-yard line. It is 1st and 10, no score. 11:21 to go, first quarter.
As the sun slowly sinks in the west, right in our eyes.
Pereira on the defensive line now has had an outstanding year, 2 ways. Running back goes to the left, gain of 3 yards. He's down. First hit made by number 19, Aiden Ramirez. The back was number 2, Jaden Frazier. Gain of
just an off
2 yards. Yep.
What they do is they come out with the tight end to the left, trips to the right. The setback is to the right of the quarterback. So he runs a power towards the left side. Their reach block. He bounced it outside. Was it Murray who made that tackle again?
Murray was in there. First hit was number 19, Ramirez.
Oh, excellent.
So coming up hard from that cornerback spot. So Shirk, Mike, playing more of an outside linebacker position, and Caden Murray is the safety or rover. He's allowed to go anywhere he wants. Pass to the right flat, miscommunication. As on that play, number 24, Burnskill zigged. Quarterback thought he would zag. It's going to be 3rd and 8.
Yeah, I think I think the receiver was wrong because it looked like the line hit once and was coming out, and they were going to run a screen out there to him, and he just miscalculated what they were trying to do. So it's 3rd down and long 7. How did they lose a yard on a completion? Anything can happen in high school football.
All right, again, trips to the right. That's the wide side. Number 10 is all the way out there. Goodine. Dozenberg gets the snap. We'll give you their offensive line in a minute. There's a swing pass. Catch is made, and so is the hit. Hayden Hegarty with his first hit. Pass complete to number 4, Valls. And it's going to be 4th and 11.
That's a loss of, actually 4th and 10, a loss of 3 yards.
Okay.
well executed. Nice to see a corner linebacker come up and make that play. And it'll be 4th and 10 now. Right hash mark. Ball's on the 40-yard line. Who's deep, Paul? I assume it's Ethan Lako.
Number 22, yes, that's Ethan Lako. Punter is number 28, Cruz. I didn't ask who the long snapper was.
They're going after it.
Cruz, a line drive, base hit, takes a good hop. Lako gets away.
Oh, wow. Look at that thing roll.
And that'll roll all the way to the Attleboro 21-yard line.
It's a 39-yard punt on the roll. Ethan, got to make that play, son.
Well, that was a tough one, Mike.
It is.
The ball was...
But still, he's a really good athlete.
Yep.
And you got to come up and you say, I got to make that play. That cost him 9. Ball hit on 34. But he could have made a short hop play on about the 29.
For the Bombardiers, they'll start at their own 21-yard line. No score, 9:33 to go, first quarter. Matt Harvey, the sophomore, at quarterback. Offensive line, left to right, Leonardo, Pereira, Miranda's the center, Strominski, the right guard, Harrison, the right tackle.
4-man front.
Salviati, the left slot, comes in motion right. Good carry.
You know, it's funny. It was a great call right off the bat. One of the right inside linebackers was doing an 8-gap blitz, and you're running the speed sweep to the right. Avoided that, picked up 6.
Defensive end on the left end of the line, two-way player for New Bedford, Jack Langley, 6'2", 205. It's a young New Bedford team. Not a whole lot of size, but plenty of grit and hustle. 2nd and 5. I formation, Wheaton's the fullback. Straight up the middle, there's a hole, lowering his shoulder. Huge collision, nice run, Adrian Rivera, the sophomore.
Was that Rivera again?
Yep. Well, the first run was number 4, Salviati. That run was number 38, sophomore Adrian Rivera.
Okay. Boy, he's done a nice job.
Yep.
Great lead block that time.
By
Freddie took on the outside linebacker, just drilled him, and Adrian rode right up inside. It didn't get hit until the safety.
Salviati, this time the right slot, runs the jet sweep to the left, has a 10-yard gain for a first down. Nice tackle, Anthony Diakite.
Was that Salviati again?
Salviati again. They were running that play a lot in pregame warm-ups, Michael, both ways.
I can see why. That's his second first down. They had 3 carries for 25 yards, and they look like they found something right off the bat.
Yep.
Significant size advantage for Attleboro up front.
Yeah, we'll give you the size of that Attleboro line in a second. Giving right up the middle to Rivera. He's got a hole, bouncing it outside, down the left sideline. Pushed out of bounds, second tackle for Anthony Diakite.
That's a gain of 30 yards, Paul.
Yep.
Good way to start. 2 carries for 40 yards and 2 first downs. Once again, nice lead block by Freddie Wheaton. Of course, the whole line of scrimmage is blowing people off the line. They're looking really good.
So technically a 29-yard gain. So Attleboro, this will be their 5th play from scrimmage. 5th play from scrimmage. 3 of them have been run on first down. Rivera up the middle again. Running behind the center, Miranda, the right guard, Strominski. He's all the way to the 13. 8-yard gain.
I think it's more than an 8-yard gain if you got a first down.
Oh, wow. It's got to be.
Yeah, so that's a 12-yard gain.
Yes.
And that's, once again, it's a very simple lead play with a fullback leading through, but the great work is being done on the line of scrimmage, and there's just been gaping holes.
Right slot comes in motion. Jet sweep again to Salviati. Cuts it up. Flag is down. Salviati gets to the 2-yard line. Nice tackle by Brunskill.
Well, there's 2 flags down. Yep. Were there 2 people holding?
We'll find out.
It was a nice cut by Salviati, too.
Yes, for Attleboro, left tackle Leonardo, 6'3", 285. Pereira, 6'3", 310. Miranda, 5'10", 270. Strominski, they listed 6'3", 275. Harrison, 6'3", about 250.
So that is an offensive holding call.
Yep.
And that's a 10-yard penalty, actually about a 24-yard penalty if you include the 14 yards gained, or 13 yards gained, rather. So it's an I formation now.
Yeah, 1st and 20, maybe 21. They're at the 24-yard line. Quick swing pass. They're getting the ball to Salviati a lot early. Forced outside, cuts inside. Big collision. Finally, Anthony goes down.
I think it's a gain of 8 yards, Paul.
Mitchell Thompson in on the tackle. He also plays center on offense. And my apologies to the left defensive back. He was there as well. Second down, 13 yards to go.
They're using a fullback in an offset style. This is the first time we've seen this actual particular formation for the Blue Bombardiers. It's working well. Now they're going power here, aren't they, Paul? Second and 12.
Yes, they are.
Get a tight bunch to the left.
2 tight ends. That means Brewer and Dame. Again, they run with Salviati from that right slot. Nice defensive play. Is that 8 or 9? I believe Kevin Ayala.
And that's the first really big problem they've had. They got a 3rd and 10 now, only a gain of 2.
Ball is at the 13-yard line. No, yes, 13.
Salviati's got 3 carries for 17 yards, got a reception.
Wide right is number 26, Brody McKenna.
Is that Murray in the backfield?
And that is Caden Murray to the right of the quarterback, Harvey. Left slot comes in motion. That's Pantages. And a counter to Caden Murray into the end zone for the touchdown. I believe the right guard, Straminski, pulled.
Yes, he did.
A 13-yard touchdown run. Caden Murray on his first carry.
Well, the kid can play football, and that was a gorgeous drive. What, 79-yard drive, Paul? Outstanding.
Yes.
Outstanding way to start this game. You know, Attleboro might not be in the playoffs, and one of the reasons they're not in the playoffs is because of cancellation they had due to COVID with this New Bedford team.
Yes.
That would have given them 3 wins.
Right.
At the same time, we'd be playing Springfield Tech today.
Springfield Central.
Springfield
yes.
Central,
Right.
Which could be really difficult.
Why am I? They're only averaging 52 a game.
That's all?
Yeah.
They're having a tough year. Anyway, we win this game.
Yeah.
And we will play a very good opponent next week, because that's the way they set things up.
Yep.
And by the way, who knows?
Yeah.
I mean, Feehan right up the road is playing a great Reading team.
Yep.
And this team would like to play Feehan in its healthy form.
Exactly.
And I'd love to see that next week.
They played second game of the season without Freddie Wheaton, a bunch of injuries, and they were handled 34-0. Salviati uses his 9-iron, not his 7-iron on that. Makes the extra point. So it's Attleboro 7, New Bedford 0, 4:56 to go, first quarter.
L&J Car Wash, located just past the Attleboro line on Route 123 in Norton, is available for all your vehicle cleaning needs. Open every day, beginning at 8 a.m., L&J has the equipment to clean your vehicles inside and out, from 24-hour heated self-service bays to full detailing service and hand sanitizer for your personal needs. For more information, you can contact them at 508-223-3278 or on their website at ljcarwash.com.
Welcome back to AACS 15 Sports and WARA Radio. I'm Paul Healy along with Michael Healy, MVP at Westboro High in 1965, co-captain of the URI Fighting Rams in 1969. Kick is received
by number 24 again.
Desmond Brunskill, tackle made, number 19, Aiden Ramirez, the junior.
Well, once again on that particular play, right, he actually lost yardage on that ball, a minus 2-yard return.
Yeah.
And so the minus 20. By the way, mentioning my past experience, I'd rather you just say that I used to be a good ball player and a good coach, because that's like talking in 1965 in high school.
Yeah.
Like us talking, I mean, you know, when we were in high school, pre-World War I. Oh, come on. It's a different game then. And the quarterbacks had to split in. Looks like they got the Wildcat going.
Is that number 3 or that's number 3, Amari Harris at quarterback. Running back to his behind him, so it's a pistol formation. Harris optioning to the left, keeps it himself, finds a hole. Caden Murray with a huge hit, but a 4-yard gain for Harris.
Actually, oh yeah, it is a 4-yard gain. Yeah, they put the quarterback out of the split right. They went to a power formation left, and number 3 just took it hard to the left. They had a real good job by Caden coming up and taking him down with a good hard tackle, 4-yard gain.
Caden's playing a rover position. They move Shirk into more of a linebacker kind of spot. And now Murray is playing free safety, and they're allowing him to use his instincts. If it's a pass, he stays back. If it's a run, he comes flying up. We'll give you the New Bedford offensive line in just a second.
Well, option.
Yes, to the right. They pitch it to Frazier. Cuts back inside. He's going to be close to first down yardage.
Nice shoestring tackle that time by, is that Shirk number 2?
Yes, it is.
Nice shoestring tackle, left corner linebacker. That's where he belongs.
Yeah.
He really does. They kind of move things around here.
Yeah.
And the defense, once again, you turn teams over what could have been 16 times in 3 games.
Yeah.
That's not by accident. That's really good defense. And Hegarty looks much better up closer to the line of scrimmage. And, of course, Murray has got great skills all over the place. Secondary has improved so much. And, of course, the return of Freddie Wheaton made all the difference in the world.
New Bedford offensive line, left to right. Maldonado, Cruz, Thompson is the center. Lopez, the right guard. Bonilla, the right tackle. Twins both ways, running back to the left. They give it right up the middle. Frazier will have first down yardage. Straminsky in there. Harrison in there in the tackle as well.
Yeah, that's a nice, good power play inside. That's the first down for the Whalers. 2-yard gain?
Yep.
Probably 3.
Well, actually 3 because they're placing
3.
at the 22.
10 yards
32.
on 3 carries for Jaden Frazier. Just a nice, just to the left of the quarterback, came right up over center, did a nice job.
But not big on the offensive line. The left tackle, 6'1", 230. That's Maldonado. The left guard, Cruz, 6'1", 235. Thompson, the center, 5'11", 193. Right guard is 5'11", 245. That's Lopez. Bonilla, the right tackle, 6 feet, 204.
You were talking about my day. That would have been the biggest line in the state in my day.
You were telling me when you found the program for your 1967 game at the University of Vermont, and both teams, there was a combined 14 players who weighed more than 210 pounds.
Yes, so I think it was just about that.
Yeah.
It was actually UNH program.
Oh, okay.
Yes, you know, we were smaller, and remember, you had to block with your shoulders.
Yep.
And therefore, having a long reach didn't help anybody in offense.
Yeah.
You had to slam your shoulder in another guy's midsection, and you had to be quick to do that.
Yeah.
And the game has changed, much like basketball when they introduced the three-point arc. The game is completely different than when we grew up playing ourselves.
Yes. I'm against
whose timeout was that?
I'll find out for you.
Thank you.
Who called that timeout? Thank you. New Bedford called that timeout.
Thank you very much.
And
2:40 to go here
Mike,
in the first.
I'm against the three-point line for 2 reasons. One, as John Wooden said, 4 passes that lead to a layup ought to be worth more points than someone hoisting a ball up from 30 feet.
Yes.
And number 2, my shooting range ended at about 17, 18 feet.
Mine wasn't much longer. One of the other things I love that John Wooden said about basketball, he hated the dunk.
Really?
Yes, and from 67 to 74, when he had his 2 greatest centers in history, they had their highest scoring teams in history when the dunk was illegal.
Wow, that was...
And he wanted to make the dunk 1 point.
Wow.
It would have been a great move.
Again, Twins, the tight end steps off the line. That's Big Jack Langley, 6'2", 205. Whoops, and the left tackle moves. That'll set New Bedford back 5 yards.
Well, not only the left tackle moved, but Ryan Betts moved the right. Is Ryan the right outside backer, or is he playing right end right now?
He's right outside backer in that formation.
Yes, and that, once again, we'll take advantage of that.
Yep.
So that's going to cost him 5 yards, I believe, or they're still conferring.
Long conference. Illegal procedure.
Yes.
Score is 7-0 Blue Bombardiers. 2:40 to go in the first quarter. It'll be 1st and 15 for the Whalers. They're coached by Mike DeBrito. He's a New Bedford graduate, 1996. They were good in the late 90s.
He was the halfback on that team I told you about.
Oh, that's right.
JoJo, what was Joe? He was the fullback, rather.
Yeah.
JoJo, I can't remember JoJo's last name. They had a hell of a quarterback, went to URI. But I remember that. Yeah, Mike DeBrito, sure.
And Nunes was a heck of a player in that team, if I remember.
Yes.
That was the year they had the huge high-scoring shootout against Brockton, I think.
Well, one of the years, it might have been that year because you were probably doing high school football, but I think they played the Peabody team led by Steve Lamassney, future Red Sox farmhand quarterback, and a great baseball and football player at Peabody.
Timeout again for New Bedford with the score 7-0. We'll be right back after this on AACS 15 Sports.
W.H. Riley is here when it comes to heating your home or business this winter. W.H. Riley & Son always welcomes new customers. They're a family-run business serving the Attleboro area since 1873. They offer heating oil and propane with 24-hour emergency service. For more information, you can contact them at 508-699-4651 or their website, whriley.com. W.H. Riley & Son, 35 Chestnut Street, North Attleboro, a company Greater Attleboro residents have called on since 1873.
Welcome back to AACS 15 Sports. Boy, Mike, I remember that Lomasney Peabody team.
Yes.
Because they were a high-scoring offense, and I covered the game where they played Everett.
Oh, it must have been.
And the question was, what happens when the irresistible force meets the immovable object? Everett wins 28-7.
Well, once again, Everett somehow, because of their schedule, is like the 8th or 9th ranked team. And if they don't go all the way in Division I, I'd still be surprised.
Frazier inside, pops outside. Freddie Wheaton and 74 other Bombardiers in on the tackle. Brewer there as well, number 40. Boy, he had a great second half of the season. So that's going to be no gain. Short gain.
They actually gave him a few yards there. I guess he must have driven him back quite a bit because it started out as 2nd and 15. And
at the 27. Now they're at the 28.
So it should be 3rd and 15, right?
No, the penalty was on first down.
Okay, I apologize. All right, so he only gained 1 yard on that. So he's now got 11 yards on 4 carries. Once again, there's a blue wave coming off the corner.
2nd and 14, 76. Miranda now playing nose tackle. Leonardo, the end on the right. Mike, that's a 3-man line.
It is a 3-man line for sure.
Yep. Coach Strachan was telling me before the game that's a new defense they've installed. To the right flat, passes a little bit high. That was Frazier. Oh, no, that was number 3 who threw that pass, Harris.
And they had the quarterback was the receiver there, and the defensive back was number 4, Anthony Salviati.
Wow. So Dosenberg has moved from quarterback to wideout, and Amari Harris, the junior, and a quarterback. 3rd and 14 for the Whalers, trailing 7-0. 1:37 to go, first quarter. Fast moving. Going to try to find my egg timer, Mike, in here, so I remember to give the score enough for our radio audience.
It's obvious New Bedford, they're not that big on the line of scrimmage. They want to get rid of the passes quickly, but they got to make 14 yards here. They're down with 1:37 to go. 2 deep secondary, rolls left.
Yep.
You got it, Paul.
Sets up, has to go taken down on the sack. Freddie Wheaton. Boy, what a difference in the entire team with just the energy of Freddie Wheaton back on the field.
No, it truly is. Loss of 9 yards here in that sack by Freddie Wheaton.
Wow.
And so it's going to be 4th and what? 4th and
23.
Count. Yes. In fact, to get 3 guys back for it's going to be some sort of return for Attleboro. They have 3 men deep standing on the plus 45-yard line. Punt line of scrimmage would be the 19.
Yeah.
4th and 23. So we expect a wall.
Punter is Anderson Cruz, one of their captains, a linebacker by trade. Yeah, 3 deep, you're right.
Okay.
Nice punt, a boomer. Best punt we've seen this year.
Yep. And look at that thing roll.
And that's going to happen once in a while.
Yes.
That we don't mind.
No,
Wow.
Well, that was a 56-yard punt.
Wow.
No return. And went down to the 20, or what's that about the 20? Is that 24-yard line?
We'll see with 25-yard line.
25-yard line. So that was
and that's
just a tremendous punt.
That's where you tip your hat, line up, and say, let's go.
Well, it's one of those things, too, also. And because I used to coach special teams. When you get 3 deep, we tell the guy who's going to get the ball yells mine, and the other 2 guys block, and you got to go back and get it.
Yeah.
And that's what you want to do. But they didn't do that, obviously, and it cost them another 10 yards.
Harvey in the shotgun formation runs left directly.
Nice move.
Who's that block out front? Freddie Wheaton with a block out front.
He's like a pulling guard.
Yes, he is.
Very quick.
And you should see him play lacrosse, too. His brother's an outstanding goaltender. That's just a freshman last year.
Salviati from the slot. He made a good block there, too.
Yep.
How many yards did he gain on that?
Original line of scrimmage was the 25. The officials are talking. Might be a flag down.
We couldn't see it. We see, what do we see here?
Attleboro's coaching staff, Mike Strachan, of course. former North Attleboro.
All right, the official looking at us, and we don't know. They're chatting.
Face mask.
Offense. Oh my goodness gracious! Did Freddie face mask at the end of the run?
And they're marking it, Mike, from the 32.
So he made +7.
Yep.
What? Oh, it's a 5. All right. How can it be a 5-yard face mask?
NFHS, you have
Okay.
the two, the 5 yards and the personal foul face mask.
All
There's
right,
two.
so it's a gain of 7. And we get a face mask, offensive face mask for 5 yards. So it'll be first down
Wow.
and 8.
Wow, that's odd.
It certainly is.
From their own 27, first and 8. Two backs in the backfield. They get one tight end to the right. That's Dane. Running right for the Bombardiers, Logan Briggs. Nice to have him back. Gets to the corner. Briggs had an 82-yard touchdown against King Philip, and fans of the movie The In-Laws, Serpentine, Shell Serpentine. It was an 82-yard run. Actually ran about 115.
Did he get the first? Apparently he did.
Yes, he
Get 8
did.
yards on that.
And that will end the first quarter of play with a score: the Bombardiers 7, the Whalers nothing on AACS 15 Sports and 1320 WARA.
Claudino's Auto Repair, located at 310 South Main Street in Attleboro, is celebrating 26 years in the auto and truck repair business. Over the years, John Claudino and his team of mechanics have worked to build a long-lasting rapport with their customers. From oil changes to diagnostics, transmissions, and routine maintenance on foreign and domestic cars and trucks, Claudino's will keep your vehicle running. Claudino's Auto Repair, 508-226-8545, or at claudinosautorepair.com.
Welcome back to AACS 15 Sports. Bombardiers ball now heading left to right on their own 35-yard line, first and 10.
Threw only one pass in that first quarter, but they picked up about 90 yards rushing. Matter of fact, let me look at it. 15, 32, 45, about 97 yards rushing. Unofficial stats, of course.
Salviati lines up as the Wildcat quarterback, right up the middle, breaks 2 tackles across midfield, breaks a third. Finally taken down at the 37-yard line of the Whalers. Michael.
28-yard gain.
Attleboro, they did some work this week in practice. We're seeing all kinds of new stuff.
Well, I'll tell you, the season isn't over. You might not be in the state playoff, but you're a proud program, and you've got a chance to win 3 games in a row here and end up 500, and that's exactly what they want to do.
Yep.
And they want to prove that they're improving all the way, and they're a far better team they were. They played they play a great schedule.
Yep.
They're a very, very accomplished team right now. It's great to see how far they've come.
Blown out by Bishop Feehan, but they played Mansfield, KP, and Franklin as tough as anyone.
Amen.
Salviati stays in at quarterback, fakes right, goes left. Nice tackle there. That's number 55. He's a linebacker on defense, center on offense, Mitchell Thompson.
Still the left side of the line. What happened there is the running back on that play was number 38.
No, it was 4, Salviati.
No, I meant next to Salviati, and he took off to the right. And I think the linebackers shifted a little bit, and they just ran off left tackle, and he picked up another 5 yards with Salviati, who's now got 50 yards in 5 carries.
And as good as they are on the right side of the offensive line with Harrison and Straminsky, Miranda the center, Coach Strachan was saying before the game, Pereira at left guard, Leonardo at left tackle. He thinks that's as good of a left side of an offensive line as any in the league. Nice play. Who made that first hit for New Bedford? Screaming up.
Well, Adrian Rivera made the carry, and he only got 2 yards.
That was 52. Devin Vieira, I believe. Might have been Anderson Madrano, one of their captains, not sure. So 2 yards for Rivera, 3rd and 3.
And, of course, he's got 54 yards on 4 carries. So already over 100 yards on the ground for the Blue Bombardiers here as they move through the early stages of the second quarter.
That's closer to 3rd and 4. They just gave him 1.
Oh, boy, I'll tell you.
Tight end Dane is left. That's the short side. Rivera runs left. Big contact with number 55. Thompson calling his name a lot. It's going to be 4th and 1.
We gained 3 yards there. Good defense, but they haven't stopped you yet. So that's 56 yards he's
Yep.
got on the ground. And you know the team's going to go for it right here, Mark.
Yes.
Matt Harvey checks back in with the play.
28-yard line, leading 7-0. 9:28 to go, second quarter. Bombardiers are out. Twins to the right. Tight end Dane is left. Tight splits in the offensive
Oh,
line.
they're going right at him.
Two backs,
Sneak on
on touch with Matt Harvey, the sophomore quarterback, first down. Mike,
5 yards.
your favorite short yardage play?
Well, we didn't invent it.
Yeah.
It's only been around since the 19th century. Actually not, because they didn't have the T back then. But
Right.
Clark Shaughnessy for the old Chicago Bears is given the credit for inventing the actual T back in the late 30s.
Yep.
So it's been around for about 85
Wow.
years. 5-yard gain for Matt Harvey, first down.
Heck, and our grandfather, captain and quarterback at Dartmouth in 1903, when the quarterback was a blocking back.
That's right. There was no legal forward passing until they had enough damage done to people. They said, we got to clean this up.
Yep. Counter
nice
again,
cut.
Rivera in the backfield, caught from behind and thrown down. Who was
That
that?
was a left defensive end who came flying down, number 51.
Yep, that's Bayron Maldonado.
I think what he did was he followed the pulling guard in that counter.
Yeah.
And he just, it's a loss of 2 yards for Caden Murray.
So follow the pulling guard. In other words, Mike, he was reading his keys.
It's nice to see. I wonder sometimes what the keys are for kids today. It's 2nd and 13 from the plus 26 on the
Wow.
left hash mark. Matt Harvey got the offensive play from the, I want to see Matt throw one here, pal.
Strachan is the head coach. Anthony Peary, the offensive coordinator. He was at Stoughton for 15 years. He's in the North Attleboro Hall of Fame. Back to pass. McKenna's wide right. Throws underneath. Catch is made by Hayden Hegarty. Gets to the sidelines. Taken down by number 4, Jazid Balls.
What, the 14-yard line, gain of 12, first down.
Wow. Well, they're calling it 3rd and 1 right now.
Oh, he didn't make it. Oh, that's right. It was 2nd and 13.
Yes.
So it was a 12-yard gain. Just didn't make it. Boy, I thought that was a tough spot, too. I mean, the guy's
Excuse
right
me?
there.
Yeah.
Literally, the linesman's right there. It's easy for me to say it looks like a tough spot.
Yep. Coach Lane is the special teams coach. Bill Hawkeye Cummer is the offensive line coach. He might be in the North Hall of Fame as well. Tommy Burns handles the wide receivers and defensive backs. Jay Mata, the outside linebacker, is also a dynamite JV coach. Great game day instincts.
He certainly is.
Caden Murray to the right of the sophomore Matt Harvey. Salviati comes in motion from
they're
left
going
towards the
for it.
formation. They're throwing. They catch Salviati underneath, inside the 5. Down he goes. Tackle made by number 28. Anderson Cruz, a linebacker, 1st and goal inside the 5.
And that gain is, where's the ball, on the 3-yard line?
I think he's at the 2, Mike.
I think he's on the 3. I'm going to say 3. Oh, maybe it's inside the 3, so it's on the 2.
Yep.
So it's a 12-yard gain, Paul?
Yes, sir.
That's a first down.
Salviati's had a day.
Everybody in the entire team's had a day so far. 7 minutes to go. Clock is running here. First down and goal from the 2.5-yard line in the right hash mark. Go Big Blue.
7-0 Bombardiers. 11th play of the drive coming up that started at their own 25.
And they got the, what do you call it, the Wildcat again.
Yes, so they've abandoned the tank formation, Mike, and gone to this. Harvey's under center. Gives to Rivera. Running left behind the center. Miranda, the guard, Pereira. The tackle, Leonardo. The tight end, Dane. Touchdown, Bombardiers.
And that was just, it's great to see the T formation, the multitude of formations.
Yes.
Diversity of play calling. The team has improved so much. 13 zip with 6:46 here to go in the second quarter.
It's like a new playbook, Mike.
Yeah, it truly is. And you just love to see improvement in kids. And this is, there's plenty of skill in this team right now.
So a 2-yard touchdown run. Harvey moves from quarterback to long snapper. Backup quarterback, Hawkwater's the holder, and Salviati. High and true is the PAT. 14-0 Bombardiers. We'll be right back on AACS 15 Sports.
Does your back hurt after a long night's sleep? Has your mattress seen better days? Is your current bedroom furniture a mixture of different furniture sets? The Bedding Center, located on Pleasant Street and proud sponsor of this radio station and high school sports, offers a wide array of mattresses along with beds, bedroom furniture, and odd-sized mattresses and box springs. You can reach them online at bedding-center.com or by phone at 508-226-8090.
Welcome back. I'm Paul Healy along with Michael Healy. Dave Angel is our cameraman tonight. That means he'll be the coldest member of the crew on top of the press box.
Well, have you got a sweatshirt on or anything?
Yeah, I've got a turtleneck and I got my jacket behind me.
Okay, because I'm all bundled up here.
Peter Bray.
Cold and cold.
Peter Bray runs our graphics. Jim Jones, the engineer in charge. Attleboro will kick off left to right. Oh, that's number 18. Briggs is going to kick off.
Briggs is kicking off this time. He might have kicked off last time.
Yeah.
I was so blinded by the sun I couldn't see it. Oh, it's a short one.
Short poof again. Fair catch called for and made at his own 37. That's Jazid Valls, the 6-foot, 176-pound junior. So, boy, I feel bad. When I was talking to Coach DeBrito before the game, I've forgotten he was the fullback on one of New Bedford's outstanding teams at the late 20th century.
I wish I could remember JoJo's last name in the quarter. They were a terrific team.
So New Bedford, Attleboro's had the ball twice, a 9-play, 79-yard drive and an 11-play, 75-yard drive. New Bedford takes over their own 37.
What was the number of the kid who just caught that ball, Paul?
4.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. 6:45 to go, first half. New Bedford trails by 2 touchdowns, 2 wideouts to the right. Option right, number 1's back at quarterback. Harrison gets him high. Wheaton gets him low. That's going to be a gain of 2 or 3 yards for Ryan Dosenberg. 1 yard, I mean.
Just 1 yard as far as that goes. Once again, Attleboro was really, they're just a completely different team.
Yeah.
They're completely revamped, and Harrison belongs on the line of scrimmage. Freddie Wheaton coming back, some of these other kids coming back from injuries. The steady improvement you generally get in a good program going forward, and that's exactly what we have right now.
You know, if you could get a computer game and have the Attleboro team of this week play the Attleboro team of week 1.
They beat them 50-0.
Yeah.
At least.
Yeah.
Once again, that 3-man front.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right slot comes in, left slot comes in motion right. Crisscross underneath, pass just fails to connect with Colin Rigo, 3rd and 11.
Oh, and that particular play right there. Well, I was going to say Attleboro, they were playing some sort of a man blitz with a 3-man line, because when you see the right inside linebacker, Brewer, take off with a motion man, you see it's man-to-man right off going to the right. They tried to throw it in behind him on the slant, no go.
Brewer comes back in, number 40. He's been outstanding at linebacker. Pereira comes off for arrest. So Brewer's going to play defensive end on the left. Leonardo moves from defensive end to tackle.
With all these kids back from injury, they can rest some of their big guys up front on defense, because they need them on that front 5 on offense.
Sure. Oh, they're playing press coverage on the line.
Nice.
Getting away from the scramble. First hit by Brewer, final hit by Harrison and Leonardo. Nice gain, though, by Dosenberg. It's going to be 4th down and 4 yards to go.
4th and 3. I'll give him 4th and 3, so I'll give him a 6-yard gain there. That was a nice shoestring tackle by Brewer. We lost him a little bit, but one of the big uglies up front took him down. Who was that?
Leonardo and Harrison.
Well, once again, they got about 500 pounds between them, at least.
So they're in punt formation from their own 44. This is fake punt territory, folks.
Well, it's fake punt territory, and they got a timeout getting called by Mike Strachan, the defensive coordinator, to tell them that. Stay onside, you meatballs. And he's also going to tell Ethan, would you please catch this one?
We'll be right back on AACS 15 Sports.
Bristol Glass, 110 North Main Street in Attleboro, has supported local high school sports for many years. Bristol Glass has been chosen for glass replacement projects for home and business for over 60 years. From shower doors to auto glass and mirror replacement, Bristol Glass is ready to do the job. They accept most insurance plans and serve several communities around the Attleboro area. They're open weekdays from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. You can contact them at 508-222-5810 and on the web at bristolglass.com.
Welcome back to AACS 15 Sports. Hey, Mike, remind me to give a summary of the Attleboro soccer teams and field hockey teams in the playoffs. It's been a great fall for Attleboro sports.
It's great to see. How's the progress on the construction project going?
Under budget and on schedule to open next September.
That sounds un-Massachusetts-like.
Yes, they should have had that contracting crew due to the big dig.
Somebody make a catch here.
Lako makes the catch at his own 27. Taken down, first hit, Jake Langley, also in there, number 5, Rigo. Good special teams coverage. The Bombardiers will take over about their own 32. We'll see where they mark it. Well, I guess forward progress to the 34.
Yeah, 7-yard return for Lako, and it's the ball is right now on the 34-yard line. What I liked about that 3 deep on the return, and they still had a guy blocking inside out in the gunners, is the second double team on the gunner. First of all, if you get a short punt either way, you got a fair catch man right there.
Yep.
And then secondly, after the first guy forces him out, now you got a deep blocker, so who's ever in the middle can say, I don't care if it's on a bounce or not, I'm going to catch it.
Sideline warning against the Bombardiers as the gentleman in the white hat, the lead referee, Joe Simone. So they're not going to mark off any yards, but that's the first warning. Second time they will mark off. You know, Simone said what our father used to say when he got home from work, Mike.
Spread out.
Give me some room.
Give me some room.
Briggs,
Left.
white halfback, runs left. Defensive back comes flying up with a nice tackle, but that's 7-8 yards downfield. Again, running left behind Leonardo Pereira and Dane.
It's good to see Logan Briggs back in this, 16 yards on 2 carries. Once again, just a plain old-fashioned power play to the open side. Christian Dane, the tight end, was to the right. Setback was to the right. He just powered to the left. Everybody reach and run block. The 2 outside guys block down, and Freddie Wheaton leads around the corner.
Second down, 2 yards to go. Offense looks completely different than early in the year. Rivera, the right back, runs left, taken down in the backfield. Oh, let me see that number. That's number 28, Anderson Cruz, one of the captains, 3rd and 1.
3rd down and 1, gain of 1. Once again, the way Attleboro's running and the way they got that sneak-on touch the first time, this is 4-down territory. There's no need to get cute. There's 3:56 to go in the half, as far as that goes. And they will be getting the opening kickoff for the second, so they want to make sure they get this first down.
Shotgun formation, crossbuck in the backfield goes nowhere. A-gap blitz, number 56. Jorge De Cruz with the first hit, and a bundle of teammates joined him. Punting situation.
Well, want to punt this. You want to punt this quickly now and get a chance to use your 2 timeouts. Oh my goodness, that was.
Oh, they lost.
No, the forward progress. They're giving it back to the line of scrimmage.
So it's 4th and 1 at their own 43-yard line. Salviati back to punt, maybe. Dane, the protector. Just a one-man deep, Goodine for the Whalers. Salviati bobbles the ball, runs to the right, gets to the edge, has the first down. Taken down by number 87, Jack Langley, at least his 3rd or 4th tackle of the game. Mike, was that supposed to be a fake right from the get-go?
No, absolutely not. He took his eye off the ball. It fell at his feet. He tried to pick it up. He dropped it a second time.
Yeah.
He raced to the right, made a nice little dip move, picked up, 8 yards?
Yes.
Actually, they're on the plus
yards.
49. And that was not a fake punt, but we're going to give Salviati a big first down.
Yes.
Makes life very simple for the Blue Bombardiers.
Wow.
Mishandled this punt snap, and boom.
Usually you see that on the punt return, the old drop the catch, pick it up, and run for a touchdown. That was the punter using that. Caden Murray to the right.
He didn't panic either.
Right of Harvey. Tight end is Hagerty on the right.
Bootleg.
Play action pass. Harvey's back. Throws left. Salviati's out there. Makes the catch. Tell you, number 28 in the white, Anderson Cruz, can play football. He makes the tackle. Another first down, Bombardiers.
4 for 4 for Matt Harvey, 51 yards. Salviati on that reception. He says he came from the right slot, ran a diagonal or a waggle pass across. 2 receivers from the left cleared out the zone, wide open, big first down.
That's the principles of the old wing T bootleg, Mike.
Yes, they do. Yeah, well, once again, there's so many of the new things they do that are based on it's just an evolution.
Yep.
It's a beautiful play. power left.
Yes, Murray up the middle. Huge collision. In there was Thompson, I think Lopez as well on the tackles, but Murray hit at the line of scrimmage, gets about a 3.5 yard gain out of that.
Murray's a tough kid.
Yes, 2nd and 7.
1:28 to go here. Let's use those timeouts appropriately.
Want to see where that other player on the line was.
Trips to the right, split left. Running back is to the left of the quarterback, Harvey.
Straight drop back. Harvey looking, has time, into the end zone. Salviati's out there. Nice defense. Number 23 on the defense, Anthony Diakite. It's 3rd and 7.
That was a nice, well-executed play. Very tough when you're throwing those balls long on diagonal, especially with a big rangy defensive back who has time to recover. Salviati was open, the ball was a tad underthrown, and the DB made a really nice play, knocking out of bounds with 2 hands. Twin formation.
Yep, twins both ways. Right slot comes in motion left. They give it to Salviati. Hit and knocked out of bounds after a gain of only a couple of yards. Another tackle for Cruz. It's going to be 4th and about 5.
What yard line are they on, Paul?
They started on the 27, and they're going to place it on the just outside the 25.
Okay, so it's only a gain of 1 there.
Yeah, so 4th and 6.
I still call that a running play. I know you can get, it's just ridiculous that a person can throw the ball 1 foot, and get credit for a completion. 9th
play of the drive, timeout on the field, just 1:05 to go in the first half. 14-0 Bombardiers. We'll be back. Are you looking for meal options for you and your family? Consider Rico's Subs and Pizza on Route 1 in North Attleboro. Open since 1971 and a proud sponsor of high school sports in the Attleboro area. Rico's cooks up many flavors of pizzas, subs, and calzones, all in-store and using fresh ingredients. They're open Monday through Saturday from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. and Sundays 12 noon to 10 p.m. You can also order ahead by calling 508-695-1296. Welcome back to AACS 15 Sports. I'm Paul Healy along with Michael Healy, Jim Jones, our engineer in charge, Peter Bray running the graphics, and cameraman Dave Angel's hands are probably getting a little cold right about now. 4th, and you're going to call that 5 or 6?
6.
6 yards to go. Shotgun formation. Harvey left slot comes in motion right, trips right.
Blitz.
That's Pantages in the right flat. Harvey's going to scramble left. He's going to run. He's not going to make it. Taken down by 3 New Bedford defenders. You folks watching on TV can see the numbers better than we can. 52 was there, but who was that defensive back who came up? That was number 10. So Goodine and Vieira on the tackle, and it's a turnover on downs.
Well, that's another one of those plays where I don't know how Christian Dane, who's the tight end, is.
He came out before that play, Mike, and was limping a little.
Okay, then that's what it is. But, geez, I'd like to see something quick. You know, a nice inside fake because I've been running the ball. Just a nice slant pass is the kind of thing. I don't care if they know it's coming or not. It's still very hard to defend.
58 seconds in the half. New Bedford at their own 23, trailing by 2 TDs.
Quarterback draw.
Yep. Dozenberg, he's going to have the first down. Oh, big hit with Ethan Lako.
Good tackle, Ethan.
Yes, advice to Ryan Drosenberg. Get low.
Yes, get lower.
Yes.
Did he get the first down?
He
I believe he did.
Yep. Nice scramble, though.
Yes. I think he gained 11 yards there.
Yeah.
So he's got 14 yards on 5 carries and a first down. Clock is stopped. No, actually, it's still running. Didn't get out of bounds.
Oh, and when he wakes up tomorrow morning with sore ribs, that was 22, Ethan Lako responsible for that. And
that's going to be too much procedure.
Wow. So they're at their own 34, so that was, Mike said, an 11-yard gain.
So that puts them back to their 27-yard line? No, it puts them back to their 29-yard
29.
line. Boy, my math is getting as bad as yours. That's frightening.
Wow.
I know it. I know. That's frightening. It used to be one of my few strengths. Anyway, it's arithmetic, too. It isn't math.
Well, Mike, you're 7 years of college.
Oh, nobody. Okay, here we go.
Trips to the left, back to pass, Dozenberg. Rush Leonardo, screen to Frazier. Wheaton breaks through, and Wheaton and Brewer take him down at the 29-yard line. That's going to be no gain. It looked like it was going to be a huge gain. That will end the half. And just so people know, Mike was only at URI for 6 years.
By the way,
Yes?
just to let you know, it was 5.5 if you really want to be accurate. I did take some time off to earn a living while I was pondering why I had such trouble studying.
But the reason I always say 7 years, because then you'd have something in common with, well, the man who went on to be Senator Blutarski, John Belushi in Animal House, 7 years down the drain, and Tommy Boy Callahan. It took Tommy Boy 7 years to graduate from Marquette. Lots of people go to college for 7 years. I know, they're called doctors. 14-0 at the half. We'll be back with second half action and some stats right after this on AACS 15 Sports.
L&J Car Wash, located just past the Attleboro line on Route 123 in Norton, is available for all your vehicle cleaning needs. Open every day, beginning at 8 a.m., L&J has the equipment to clean your vehicles inside and out, from 24-hour heated self-service bays to full detailing service and hand sanitizer for your personal needs. For more information, you can contact them at 508-223-3278 or on their website at ljcarwash.com. Bristol Glass, 110 North Main Street in Attleboro, has supported local high school sports for many years. Bristol Glass has been chosen for glass replacement projects for home and business for over 60 years. From shower doors to auto glass and mirror replacement, Bristol Glass is ready to do the job. They accept most insurance plans and serve several communities around the Attleboro area. They're open weekdays from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. You can contact them at 508-222-5810 and on the web at bristolglass.com.
Are you looking for meal options for you and your family? Consider Rico's Subs and Pizza on Route 1 in North Attleboro. Open since 1971 and a proud sponsor of high school sports in the Attleboro area. Rico's cooks up many flavors of pizzas, subs, and calzones, all in-store and using fresh ingredients. They're open Monday through Saturday from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. and Sundays 12 noon to 10 p.m. You can also order ahead by calling 508-695-1296.
W.H. Riley is here when it comes to heating your home or business this winter. W.H. Riley & Son always welcomes new customers. They're a family-run business serving the Attleboro area since 1873. They offer heating oil and propane with 24-hour emergency service. For more information, you can contact them at 508-699-4651 or their website, whriley.com. W.H. Riley & Son, 35 Chestnut Street, North Attleboro, a company Greater Attleboro residents have called on since 1873. Claudino's Auto Repair, located at 310 South Main Street in Attleboro, is celebrating 26 years in the auto and truck repair business. Over the years, John Claudino and his team of mechanics have worked to build a long-lasting rapport with their customers. From oil changes to diagnostics, transmissions, and routine maintenance on foreign and domestic cars and trucks, Claudino's will keep your vehicle running. Claudino's Auto Repair, 508-226-8545 or at claudinosautorepair.com.
Welcome back to AACS 15 Sports. Paul Healy along with Michael Healy. Attleboro, a 14-0 lead over New Bedford here at Tozer Cassidy Field. New Bedford got the ball first, generated one first down, and were forced to punt. Attleboro took over at their own 21, drove 79 yards in 9 plays, a 29-yard run by Aiden Rivera, followed by a 12-yard run. The Bombardiers overcame a holding penalty on an 8-yard pass to Salviati. The final play, a 13-yard touchdown run by Caden Murray on his first carry of the night. PAT was good. That made it 7-0. Again, the Whalers generated one first down and were then forced to punt after a Freddie Wheaton sack. Attleboro got it back at their own 25-yard line, drove the 75 yards in 11 plays. Salviati on a 28-yard run. They converted a 4th and 1 on a Matt Harvey sneak on touch for a 5-yard gain. Finished off the drive on an Adrian Rivera. Is that right? Adrian Rivera. 2-yard touchdown run. PAT again was good to make it 14-0. That's where we stand at halftime. What do you got? Any stats for us, Mike?
Yes, we do. Not much in the way for New Bedford. Just a staunch defensive effort again by the Blue Bombardiers. They had 10 carries for 29 yards, 2 first downs. And then they got a first down on no, they only had the 2 first downs.
Yep.
They were 2 for 5 throwing for -2 yards. So they had 15 plays for 27 total yards. And compare that to the Blue Bombardiers. And the Blue Bombardiers had 5 different ball carriers, led by Adrian Rivera's 8 carries for 60 yards, a touchdown, and 3 first downs. Caden Murray had 3 carries for 14 yards and a touchdown. Anthony Salviati had 7 carries for 59 yards, 3 first downs. Matt Harvey, 3 carries for 16 yards and a first down.
Yep.
Logan Briggs, 2 carries for 8 yards and a first down, which adds up to 23 carries for 165 yards.
Wow.
6 first downs, 2 touchdowns, but wait, there's more. They were 4 for 5 throwing the ball. Had a first down throw to Caden Murray. Had a first down throw to Anthony Salviati on a great bootleg action. Had another nice 6-down throw to Hegarty. And so they threw for 4 for 5 for 2 more first downs. So the first half total offense is 28 plays for 216 yards, which is about 7.5 yards a play. And 10 first downs and a couple touchdowns, and have a day Blue Bombardiers.
Wow.
And had a nice punt return in there as well. 2 great punts, by the way. I missed the number on
Number 28, Anderson Cruz, who's also been a hell of a linebacker.
Wow.
Yep.
No,
but he had 2.
He can play.
By the way, Mike and I are brothers, so there's nothing we love more than correcting each other.
That's right.
Counting the punts, it was 18 plays for New Bedford in the first half.
That's a very good point.
Yeah.
Thank you much.
And let's take a second to compliment the Blue Bombardier Marching Band.
You're doing a great job.
Added some rock and roll this year.
Well, my son's a music teacher. Your son plays in a band for a living, and it's great. There's something about music that improves the way we function. That's all there is to it.
There are
simple.
There are 2 international languages, Mike.
What's that?
Math and music.
I didn't know that, but I believe it.
All right. We'll be right back after this on AACS 15 Sports. 14-0 Bombardiers at the half.
Claudino's Auto Repair, located at 310 South Main Street in Attleboro, is celebrating 26 years in the auto and truck repair business. Over the years, John Claudino and his team of mechanics have worked to build a long-lasting rapport with their customers. From oil changes to diagnostics, transmissions, and routine maintenance on foreign and domestic cars and trucks, Claudino's will keep your vehicle running. Claudino's Auto Repair, 508-226-8545 or at claudinosautorepair.com.
Does your back hurt after a long night's sleep?
Ow.
Has your mattress seen better days? Is your current bedroom furniture a mixture of different furniture sets? The Bedding Center, located on Pleasant Street and proud sponsor of this radio station and high school sports, offers a wide array of mattresses along with beds, bedroom furniture, and odd-sized mattresses and box springs. You can reach them online at bedding-center.com or by phone at 508-226-8090.
Are you looking for meal options for you and your family? Consider Rico's Subs and Pizza on Route 1 in North Attleboro. Open since 1971 and a proud sponsor of high school sports in the Attleboro area. Rico's cooks up many flavors of pizzas, subs, and calzones, all in-store and using fresh ingredients. They're open Monday through Saturday from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. and Sundays 12 noon to 10 p.m. You can also order ahead by calling 508-695-1296. Welcome back to AACS 15 Sports and 1320 WARA Radio in Attleboro. We're at halftime and can't say enough good things about the Blue Bombardiers, Coach Strachan and his entire coaching staff. We didn't get through the whole thing earlier. We forgot to mention Matt Bray, Lasidi Millette, Dan Hayes, and the trainer, Patrick Dunn.
Is Matt Bray the baseball coach?
I know this baseball coach is Steve Dunley.
Okay.
A former pitcher at Boston College who faced the Boston Fighting Red Sox in spring training one year.
Well, if you're pitching for the Boston College Eagles, you're a minor league pitcher already.
Yeah. And his daughter, Emily Dunley, is a junior midfielder and co-captain on the girls' soccer team. They made the playoffs for the first time since 2008, and yesterday they won a playoff game for the first time since 2007.
Who'd they beat?
A 3-1 victory over Springfield Central Golden Eagles.
I love it.
Sophomore Jamie Dawes with 2 goals and Kaylin Gray with a 3rd.
And how's the soccer team looking?
The boys soccer team, they beat New Bedford yesterday in a shootout.
Bedford's good.
Oh gosh, yeah, they beat Attleboro 3-2 earlier in the season. That's how they opened their season.
Wow.
But it was tied at the end of regulation. Tied after 10 minutes of overtime. The Bombardiers won the shootout. Alex Vecchioli, their sophomore midfielder, was also the Scholar Athlete of the Month last month, along with Billy Bodeker. He had the winning penalty kick. Outstanding player. And the girls' field hockey team, they're in the midst of their best season since 1978. And
that's 43 years.
Yeah,
43
exactly.
years.
Coach Lindsay Antunes and Laura Urko, her assistant, they've done a tremendous job. It's the first senior class that's come up through the first Attleboro Youth Field Hockey Program. The organization is SAGRA, and they are right now in Lawrence, Massachusetts, just getting ready. Yep, they just started their game against Central Catholic.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's a challenge.
Yes, it is.
Good for all of those teams. It's great to see. They got a new school being built.
Yep.
Attleboro's going through rebirth, and it's great to see. Great to be part of it.
Yes. And looking at this football team, Mike, because after the second game, the 34-0 loss to Bishop Feehan.
I was disconsolate.
Yes.
To be polite,
yes.
I was disconsolate.
Yep. They played Milford tough. That was a loss. Mansfield. And then the second half of the KP game, they fought tooth and nail with them. They played Franklin, who is undefeated, ranked number 1 in Division I. Attleboro lost to them 20-18.
That was a fabulous effort.
Yes.
And just a terrific effort. You know, one of the things, I was just looking at their program this year, they got 40 underclassmen coming back, but the senior class, Cam Kuna, Hayden Haggerty, Ryan Betts, Nate Hunter Evans, Chris Moda. Is it Moda or Mota?
Moda.
It's Moda.
I only pronounced it Moda for 2 years. No biggie.
So did I. Okay, I thought I was taking you a lead. I
Right.
was saying they're missing a T. Anyway, we also have Caden Murray.
Hey, show some respect. Burnsy's in the room.
There we go. One of the great Burns brothers.
Yeah.
And then you got Billy Brewer and Freddie Wheaton, the senior captain, Ryan Dennehy, Nathan Vero, Isaiah Traore. And then the big guys up front, Alvin Harrison Jr., co-captain, Jacob Straminsky, both play basketball, by the way.
Yep.
Another co-captain, Chris Leonardo, Isaac Pereira is another senior, and Christian Dane, number 84, the tight end. Yep. It's been a terrific senior class, but they got 40 juniors and sophomores coming back. And I know Chris Moda's got to be doing a real good job with the JVs.
Yep.
I wish you knew. I really begrudgingly did it this last spring.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it by the end of the year, watching their development as well. And it's always great to see homegrown guys like Chris Moda coaching in the program, and Burnsy.
Yes, and we missed Kerwensley LaRock. He's the 6-foot, 285-pound senior, fills in on the defensive line and filled in a punter when Salviati was down, and also number 10, Hunter Strum.
I thought he was out, by the way.
Oh, onside kick! Sorry, folks, didn't mean to yell that loud into the microphone. Recovered by the Bombardiers. Number 21 on the recovery for Attleboro, Keegan Conley.
Keegan Conley, another senior captain.
Yep.
Recover the onside kick, outstanding. Very important. You want to keep that momentum with a 14, and now you got a great place to start from own 48-yard line.
I admire the guts of Coach DeBrito and New Bedford.
So do I.
Yep. Minus their own 48-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Bombardiers.
Great place to start.
Harvey at quarterback, offensive line, Leonardo, Pereira, Miranda, Straminsky, and Harrison. There's that counter again. Murray's got a hole. Murray is going to coast 48 yards for a touchdown.
Great call. what a blast. I mean, just an obvious line of scrimmage. Wall, kick out, good.
And Pereira, all the great blocks thrown on the line, but number 76 laid out a New Bedford lineman on a trap block. Not a bad way to start the second half, Michael.
Well, it took 14 seconds to go up 20-0, maybe 21-0 coming on. And this is, I know, of course, I'm a homer, but this is just a team that's getting better by the day, and if they lose one more this year, I'll be surprised. Matter of fact, I wish they could play 4 more games.
Yes.
Not just these last 3.
High snap handled by Hawkwater. Salviati. Boy, each PAT has been longer than the next.
I know it.
21-0 Bombardiers. 11:46 to go, third quarter.
They're all longer than this kickoff.
But I think, Mike,
Yes.
New Bedford in that situation, they blitzed into a two-guard pulling
Yes.
Counter trap.
Right. And it's just one of those situations. Blitzing is,
Yep.
it's a sign of weakness is what it is. Hold on.
What's going on, Mike?
I've got something down here that I kicked. I don't know what that is.
All right.
But anyway, when you blitz, you take away the ability of any of those linebackers to provide any kind of pursuit.
Yeah.
And when you're coming straight up and they go by you, it's over. And the safeties have no chance.
Yeah.
So by the time the safety, when you're 10 yards deep as a safety,
Yep.
and a guy's got basically a 15-yard running start coming right at you,
Yeah.
and it's a counter, so we come to the other side. He just made one swivel hip move, and nobody came within 5 yards of him.
Briggs with a bloop kick. Fair catch is
fumble.
called for is dropped.
We got it.
Jumping on that fumble was number 23, senior Nick Pantages. And yes, senior Nick Pantages with the recovery. Attleboro ball. Oh, poor New Bedford.
Boy, oh boy.
Wow.
A missed fair catch. It was the right play. He just made the fair catch twice. And it's why teams do this.
Yep.
And Nick Pantages, number 23.
Yep.
I didn't realize Nick was a senior too. But
Yeah.
anyway, is he got a brother playing too?
Yeah, his brother is number 19, Aiden Pantages.
That's why I
No,
got
not 19. What number is he? 17, Aiden
Yes.
Pantages, who was such a star on the JV team last year.
And he'll be very good next year.
1st and 10, Bombardiers at the 37-yard line. Harvey throws over the middle. There's Aiden Pantages. Touchdown, Bombardiers.
I guess it'll be good this year.
Wow. So what a combination. Nick Pantages with the recovery. Aiden Pantages with the 37-yard touchdown reception.
Wow. Just a nice fake inside. Pantages split out left, ran a skinny post, bullet right in stride. He had to stretch out to get it, came down, almost stumbled, and flew into the end zone for the 37-yard score. 27 zip with 11:30.
Wow.
Two plays in the second half, 3 plays, 2 touchdowns,
Yep.
and a recovered onside kick.
Wow. Here it comes. Harvey snaps to Hawkwater. Salviati boots it through the uprights, and my gosh, we played 28 seconds in the third quarter.
Yes.
The Bombardiers have scored twice. We'll be right back.
Bristol Glass, 110 North Main Street in Attleboro, has supported local high school sports for many years. Bristol Glass has been chosen for glass replacement projects for home and business for over 60 years. From shower doors to auto glass and mirror replacement, Bristol Glass is ready to do the job. They accept most insurance plans and serve several communities around the Attleboro area. They're open weekdays from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. You can contact them at 508-222-5810 and on the web at bristolglass.com.
Mike, it was a 5.
37, yes.
That was the Attleboro stat gentleman who usually helps us.
By the way, we now have 30 plays for 305 yards total offense, and there's a deep kick.
Fielded by Langley.
And
Taken down by,
4-yard return.
yep, 26 on the tackle, Brody McKenna, just a sophomore. So New Bedford will take over 1st and 10, their own 27-yard line.
So Attleboro now is 305 yards on 30 plays from scrimmage.
Wow.
Plus they've recovered an onside kick on their own to save them to get started.
Yep.
And then they recovered a short kick. They've done everything right today.
On the defensive line, Leonardo Pereira, Harrison, Salviati. He's covering the wideout. Oh, Salviati blitzing for the right side. Rolling to the right is Harris.
He's got him.
Down, the ball is free. And they're saying Harris was down. Sacked for Salviati. So Salviati lined up on a linebacker.
Well, what they're doing, Paul, is he actually lined up as a right defensive end, but they're playing what is called a 3-5 now.
Yeah.
And so he's really what would have been a defensive end, and the ball was snapped, the action went away. He had no receiver over on his side. He just took off and hightailed it after the quarterback, and he five-yard loss,
wow.
almost a turnover.
Yep, ball's back at the 22, I believe. So 2nd down, 15. 14-15. Dosenberg at quarterback. Movement on the line of scrimmage. Again, the line left to right. The left tackle is Maldonado. Left guard, Cruz. Thompson is the center, who's played very well both ways at linebacker and center. Lopez, the right guard. Bonilla, the right tackle.
Bobby Bonilla.
Now, just what I was thinking of.
Greatest contract in history.
Yes, he's still getting paid by the New York Mets.
Until 2031.
Wow.
I hope he lives that long.
I know. Look it up, folks. Bobby Bonilla, New York Mets.
If it wasn't for that horrible guy there.
Madoff.
Madoff.
Yeah.
Then Fred Wilpon wouldn't have signed him to that horrible contract.
It is 2nd and 9. Mike, I had my head down. What happened?
They ran a power to the left side. They had the right guard pull and trap, and he trapped Freddie Wheaton. And the big burly back came through, and I can't get the number. But
that's number 2, Frazier.
All right, then number 2, Frazier picked up 8 yards.
So it's 3rd and a long one, and they're at their own 36.
Actually, it wasn't. Oh, that's right. There was defensive offside. I'm sorry.
So 2nd and 9.
Yes.
Yeah. Frazier to the left of the quarterback, Dosenberg. Trips to the left, that's the wide side. 4-man front now for the Bombardiers. Harrison and Leonardo are the defensive ends. Frazier bounces outside, taken down from behind by Hegarty.
Showing some good team speed.
Yes, 1st down, Whalers.
I thought that was going to be big. Was that once again Frazier?
Yes, it was.
So he got 4 yards for that 1st down. He's got 23 yards on 6 carries, a couple of 1st downs. Nice play by Hegarty.
Stravinsky takes a rest. Brewer comes in, number 40, plays tight end and linebacker, has gotten better every single game. I got to tell you a play that Freddie Wheaton made in Attleboro's biggest lacrosse win in years when they knocked off Mansfield last year. It was incredible.
They're in a zone here defensively.
3 and a quarterback, broken up as he throws to the right by Ethan Lako. Pass was intended for Goodine. It was thrown by Harris.
Well,
2nd and 10.
When you're sitting in a zone like that, that could have very easily been. I mean, once again, the receiver did a nice job breaking up the play because Ethan was right on that play, and he was ready to take it with him.
So against Mansfield and lacrosse last year, who Attleboro hadn't beaten in about 47 years, on an opening face-off, Wheaton's on the far side of the field.
Yes.
The ball rolls towards the Attleboro bench near the 30-yard line. He's a long stick midfielder.
Yes.
Comes dashing across the field, dives and keeps it in bounds by an inch.
You gotta love it.
Nice taken down in the backfield. Leonardo with a first hit, finishing him off his Betts.
A penalty thrown late. Did Betts get a late hit there? I think he might got a late hit, Paul.
Yep.
Didn't have to finish him off.
Yep. Another outstanding play by Chris Leonardo, who's going to be playing on Saturdays. The hit to the head is what they're calling.
Oh, okay. Isn't that still a personal foul?
Yeah, yeah. So Leonardo with a tackle. Penalty flag versus The always hustling Ryan Betts, another lacrosse player.
That's the second penalty first down they've received. What do you have, -1 on the run there?
That's what I had.
Okay, so that was Duesenberger was running?
Yes, it was.
Okay.
No, number 3 that was in a quarterback.
Okay,
Harris.
I thought they moved him in there.
Yep. So the ball is 1st and 10 for the Whalers. They're on the Attleboro side of the field at the Bombardier 44, trailing 28-0. Approaching 8 minutes to go in the quarter. Frazier tries to run left.
Nice tackle again.
Brewer, Michael. Brewer again.
Boy, he's improved.
Bill Brewer, 5'10", 210. Second down, 9 yards to go.
No, just a really nice play. Frazier had no one. Once again, he's trying to make a cutback going left and coming from behind like a train was Brewer, so he did a good job holding on to the football. That was a good hit. Ball's just inside the 38-yard line on the left hash mark.
So Salviati, Brewer, Wheaton, and Hegarty, the linebackers.
Clock is running, 28-0. Attleboro leads.
2 safeties, Shirk and Caden Murray. Deep pass down the right.
No, he just threw it.
Yep. Incomplete. Sorry, Mike, to Godin. Yep.
I feel bad for the QB. He's a youngster. He wanted to get in there. He wanted to make sure he got it off. And the inside slot, number 4.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if he would have been open.
Yeah.
Because on that side of the field was Shirk, and Shirk went after the ball thrown deep down the boundary.
Yeah.
But number 4 was saying, geez,
Yeah.
how about a pump down there and throw it down in the middle? You don't do that when you're 15 years old.
That's Gisette.
Well defended.
Gisette Valls.
Yes. Was that number 10 who was the receiver?
Yes, it was. Yeah. So Rivera, number 19, Aiden Ramirez, who again, we mentioned this in the JV game last year, that 33-yard touchdown reception on the last play of the game for the win. 7:13 to go, third quarter. New Bedford down by 4 touchdowns. Attleboro changes their defense late to a 2-deep safety, man underneath. The draw goes nowhere. Another tackle for Leonardo.
That hurt. I mean, Frazier
and Pereira.
When you get 285 land on you, and once again, coming from behind, he had cut to his left, the left defensive end, which means from his right, got a running start. Leonardo saw it right off the bat and really pancaked him for a -2. A very painful -2.
So Pereira and Leonardo together on the left side of the offensive line, together on the defensive line there. Timeout on the field. We'll be right back on AACS 15 Sports.
L&J Car Wash, located just past the Attleboro line on Route 123 in Norton, is available for all your vehicle cleaning needs. Open every day, beginning at 8 a.m., L&J has the equipment to clean your vehicles inside and out, from 24-hour heated self-service bays to full detailing service and hand sanitizer for your personal needs. For more information, you can contact them at 508-223-3278 or on their website at ljcarwash.com.
Welcome back to AACS 15 Sports. I'm Paul Healy along with Michael Healy. Mike, 4th and 11 on the Attleboro side of the field. New Bedford called a timeout, so you're suspecting
a fake. At least if I'm coach, defensive coordinator, and head coach Mike Strachan, that's what I'm telling the guys. But I'll tell you, they can really defend very well against us out of that 5-man front they're using with the 2 guys on the wideouts and the 3 deep. Now the 3 deep, the 2 the 2 outside guys have to come up. They're just going for it. Good. If you're going to go for it, go for it.
Coming in at running back, number 28, Anderson Cruz, who's played very well defensively, is limping off the field as Frazier. We hope he's okay. Attleboro drops back 2 deep safeties.
4-man rush.
Back to pass is Harris. Over the middle, underthrown. Nice pass rush up the middle by Harrison and Brewer. Betts on the outside. Leonardo, Mike, was playing pass defense in the defensive left flat.
Leonardo's a really good football player. I see my friend Tom Cataldo going up to the URI at UMass game tomorrow.
Yes.
Without Tommy, I don't think we have the football program we have at Rhode Island, which has been 5-3 this year. And I'll be telling him about Chris Leonardo. Of course, Mike Strachan Jr. obviously has told him about Chris Leonardo.
Yes.
The problem is there's a lot of people who know about Chris Leonardo.
The Shirk family is heading out to UMass tomorrow to watch that game. Say hello to Q. Say hello to Mr. Weir.
Good.
Briggs running from right halfback to the left. Didn't see if a guard pulled. Sorry, folks, but he's going to gain about 7 or 8 yards. Original line of scrimmage, Attleboro's own 45.
It's a 7-yard gain. By the way, Jason Ware, they've got him playing defensive end right now. He's not big enough in today's game for that. I'd love to see him play H-back. He's a big, tough kid with good hands, and he's absolutely fearless. Gain of 6 there, Paul.
So the line of scrimmage on that 4th and 9 play was the 44, but Attleboro took over on their 45. They
That's
gained
good
a yard.
to see. That's good to see. We'll take any advantage we can get.
Split
Nice
backfield.
counter.
There's the counter. The left tackle, Leonardo, pulling on that play. Enough for a first down. Who made that tackle? Get up. Another tackle for Jake Langley, who could play for my team anytime.
Was that Caden Murray who ran again?
Yes, it was.
And he gained 6 yards.
So that was 2nd and 4, and that crossbuck in the backfield.
He's down to the 44, so actually gained 5 yards. All right, Caden Murray, so he's now got a first down. No, he's got 2 touchdowns, running a first down, and 71 yards on 5 carries.
Wow. 28-0 Bombardiers, 5:20 to go, third quarter. Shotgun snap, 2 backs, blitz from the outside.
Oh, he's
Harvey
open.
gets the pass off. Salviati makes the catch into the end zone for a touchdown.
Oh, what a great blitz pickup, too, by one of the backs on the right side. I think it was Wheaton.
Yes.
Defensive left end was flying in. Harvey stayed in there. Ran the deep out pattern or post pattern by Salviati, 44-yard touchdown.
That was Jorge De Cruz on the blitz, and yes, picked up by the running back. So the Bombardiers, a 48-yard run for a touchdown, a 37-yard pass, and now a 44-yard pass to Salviati. So the Salviati, who just made the catch. Oh, they bring up the backup kicker to give Salviati a rest. This is Josu Salguero. Is it in? And it's in for the Bombardiers, and they lead 35-0. 5:08 to go, third quarter. We'll be right back. Are you looking for meal options for you and your family? Consider Rico's Subs and Pizza on Route 1 in North Attleboro. Open since 1971 and a proud sponsor of high school sports in the Attleboro area. Rico's cooks up many flavors of pizzas, subs, and calzones, all in-store and using fresh ingredients. They're open Monday through Saturday from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. and Sundays 12 noon to 10 p.m. You can also order ahead by calling 508-695-1296.
Something went wrong.
Sorry for the dead air, folks. I stepped on my mic cord and ripped off my headset.
Better than stepping on your brother, Mike.
Right.
Anyway, here we go. Attleboro now has 32 plays for 360 yards total offense in this game. 11 yards of play, 5 touchdowns. Have a day, Blue Bombardiers. Nice kick deep to the right side, taking the 15-yard line. Boy, nice run back, Paul.
Yes, that was. Rainon Goodine, a 5'11", 167-pound senior, shedded about 4 or 5 tackles. Finally, Keegan Conley in there with a finishing blow. Also, I believe, Brody McKenna. 1st and 10 for the New Bedford Whalers. Just under 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. They're at their own 30.
Who ran that back, Paul?
Number 10.
That kid's a good ball player.
Yes, he is. Goodine.
That's who JoJo's last name was. Goodine.
Really?
That's got to be his kid.
No kidding.
And I think it's pronounced Goodine, but I'm not sure. I think that's his kid.
Wow.
And by the way, Mark DeVito, the head coach, he's assistant principal.
Really?
Yes, he said that in the back of the program. You got to love that.
Okay, Mike, while you were pontificating, I missed the play.
A drive off left tackle.
I think number 5 got that carry. Colin Rigo. Tackle was made by Harrison. I did see that. 2-yard gain by number 5.
I thought it was the De Cruz. I thought it was the big kid who came in, the real good, the kicker.
28? Oh, thank you. Okay.
I think it was.
All right. 2-yard gain, 2nd and 8. They're at their own 32-yard line, trailing 35-0. Wide left is Fontanelle. That's the short side. Twins to the right. They have a tight end in, and they throw to that tight end underneath, but the pass was behind him because the tight end was well covered by Bill Brewer.
He was right there on top of him. I think the quarterback just kind of threw it away. He's been worried about the pressure. And, Attleboro has just looked so much better than they had earlier this year.
Yep.
It's very gratifying to see.
Again, their defense, one thing they haven't done, Mike, is they haven't caused a turnover, whereas their defense had generated 14 turnovers in their last 3 games. Mike Strachan is thinking if that's that it might be a school record.
Oh, it's got to be.
Yeah.
You don't know about something like that.
Of course, also as a head coach, he lamented it should be 16.
Easily. That fair catch dropped kickoff was just awful call.
Cornerbacks drop into a too-deep
And
safety situation.
Right
A legal
tackle.
procedure. So that'll make it 3rd and 13 for the Whalers, and they'll move back.
Minus 27.
Yep. So at this rate, 4:06 to go in the 3rd quarter. It'll be running time in the 4th.
Assuming it'll still be a 35.
Yes, exactly.
lead. But really, Attleboro just completely stymied New Bedford. It's there's really been no threats. They've still got the 3-man line. The right outside linebacker is a stand-up position.
Hawkwater is in at one of the safety positions for Shirk, and Ethan Lako is in there safety as well. So Caden Murray and Shirk getting a break. Incomplete. 4th and 13 coming up. I have such respect for Coach DeBrito. And, we're rooting for Attleboro, but I'd like to see the Whalers put one on the board in this game.
Yes, as would I. I love to see alumni coach, and to be an assistant principal in coaching like that.
Yeah.
You're just giving back as much as you can. I just want Attleboro to win and win convincingly, but I don't want to see any whooping another high snap.
Yep. DeCruz gets the kickoff. It's short. Takes an Attleboro bounce, bouncing back to the New Bedford 45-yard line where it's downed by Colin Rigo. And the Bombardiers take over in New Bedford territory with a 35-point lead and 3:48 to go in the 3rd quarter.
The ball's on the 45-yard line from the right hash mark.
Attleboro has run 5 plays from scrimmage in this half and scored 3 touchdowns. And recovered an onside kick.
Well, once again, they got a power formula with twins to the right, left, split right, and 3 running backs.
Briggs running to the left. Nice block, Leonardo out front. They're going to call that a hold, though, I think.
I think it was one of the wideouts that might have.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it looked like a clean block to me, so
Yeah,
okay.
certainly, yeah, it was one of the wideouts.
Okay, in that case, Mike, I won't complain. That I didn't see. By the way, a correction and amplification. In the last game we did, the Franklin game,
Yes.
Shirk came up and made a tackle, took a straight arm right to the face mask. Referees called face mask against Shirk. We went semi-ballistic.
Oh, I was outraged.
Yeah.
And then you saw the film.
Then I saw the film afterwards, and Spencer had a hold of the running back's face mask before he took the straight arm to the teeth.
And he'd also given it, didn't you say, a yank downward?
Yes.
There's the counter, and that got nothing that time.
On 1st and 21, no gain for number 38, Adrian Rivera.
And on that play right there, when you're blitzing that corner linebacker right into it, just a perfect defensive call. They were obviously expecting a pass on 1st and 21, and they ran the blitz right into the running back, and he actually beat the pulling lineman to the hole.
Dane, a tight end on the right, twins to the left. 2 backs with Harvey. They run Rivera up the middle, who was just 5'7", 155, but don't tell him that. He runs like he's 210.
No, he runs hard, and once again, you had both corner linebackers blitzing there. Everybody else is pinching.
Yep.
And we'll give him a gain of 1 on that, 61 yards on 10 carries for Adrian Rivera. Nice defensive job here by
Bonilla, number 57, was in there.
There's no need to pass right now. I know it's 4th and 20, or 3rd and 20 rather, but when you've got a 5 touchdown lead and the clock is running, I'd like to see maybe the counter again, something like that. You want to go for it, but when you're up by 5 scores late in the game and the other team hasn't done anything, there's no need to rub anything in.
Angel Cruz gets a break. 3-man line for the Whalers. They're expecting a pass here.
Chris Mota in at right split end.
Yep, McKenna, the right slot, comes in motion left, takes the short little underhanded pass. Absolutely nothing there. Initial hit made by Vieira. And who's at the bottom of that pile?
Who's that who ran the ball?
McKenna, 26.
All right, why isn't he in the program?
He's there. Brody McKenna.
Okay, I'm in the wrong program.
Okay.
Oh, I see right there.
Yeah.
Brody McKenna's a good. Okay, now see, I got to Brody. You fouled me up.
Yeah.
All right, we gave him one. We gave him no game.
Right. 4th and 20. Salviati back to punt. Long snapper is Hawkwater, who's now playing one of the safety positions on defense. Nice punt.
Nice kick.
Takes a hop, not fielded, and Ethan Lako. Does Ethan play with enough energy, Mike? Yeah.
Just like his sister.
Yes, exactly. His sister Jordan, who's starting at guard for the Bridgewater State College girls basketball team. Lako downs that, and I believe the
Ball's on the 20?
No, it's inside. I think the 18-yard line, maybe even 17.
Wow, so that's a 31-yard punt.
42 seconds to go in the third quarter. And it's 1st and 10. Whalers deep in their own territory, their own 17-yard line. Plenty of enthusiasm for the New Bedford Whalers, just not quite enough size on the line of scrimmage.
No, that's the problem. It really is. The kids today on the line of scrimmage are so big and strong.
Yeah.
And, you know, they're trying to rebuild the program.
Yeah.
And I hope they do.
Dosenberg back to pass. Throwing deep down the right, incomplete. In at defensive end for the Bombardiers now is Isaiah Traore, number 58. Might be 60 on your program, but he's number 58 now.
Can you see the number of the receiver there?
That was number 10 again.
Okay.
That's Rainan. How do you pronounce it?
Oh, wait a second. Number 10 is...
Well, you're saying I was pronouncing it wrong.
I wasn't sure. I think it was Goodine.
Okay, I was pronouncing it Godine.
But I'm not sure how it's pronounced, honestly, but I thought maybe it's Goodine. I really don't know. I just know JoJo was a great player.
Yeah.
And he was the kind of kid who could make you miss in a phone booth.
Yeah.
He had some jiggle.
Yeah, when I worked for our New England High School Football Weekly, I remember that team.
Yes.
Again, the two cornerbacks drop into safety positions in the defensive backfield. Funky look.
Oh, my
Oh,
goodness.
the ball is fumbled. It is scooped up by Ethan Lako. Touchdown, Bombardiers. And on the run was number 28, Anderson Cruz. And that's going to be a 19-yard fumble return for Ethan Lako. Wow.
Well, very opportunistic defense, been great all day long. The team has come so far, 41-0 now. And
Seguero again in for the PAT. What year is Josu? Just a sophomore. And that PAT is good. 41-0. 42-0 Bombardiers, and that will end the third quarter of play. We'll be right back on AACS 15 Sports. Are you looking for meal options for you and your family? Consider Rico's Subs and Pizza on Route 1 in North Attleboro. Open since 1971 and a proud sponsor of high school sports in the Attleboro area. Rico's cooks up many flavors of pizzas, subs, and calzones, all in-store and using fresh ingredients. They're open Monday through Saturday from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. and Sundays 12 noon to 10 p.m. You can also order ahead by calling 508-695-1296.
I feel like Dad. With the drums.
Yeah. Mike, give the crowd missed that comment. You said you feel like our father?
Yes, well, the drums, you know,
Yes.
I'm getting old.
Yes.
And they were really banging them out there.
Yeah.
And remember when you told him you wanted drums for Christmas or your birthday?
Every year from
Every
third
year.
grade through 8th grade, he said no every year. Found out at the Thanksgiving Day table in my 20s.
He played drums.
He played drums as a kid in a fife and drum corps. He wouldn't let me do it. Nice return to the left by number 7, Fontenelle.
Got it on the 25, retreated back to his own 17, ran all the way across the field, and got it out to the 30 for a 5-yard return where he ran at least 45 yards.
Another special teams tackle for Keegan Conley.
Boy, he's our Matthew Slater.
Yeah. And by the way, I mentioned that Attleboro win. They were trailing in lacrosse. They were trailing Mansfield 9-6, scored the last 3 goals of regulation. Won it in overtime when Mike Strachan slammed into Mark DiGirolamo, who's a great two-way football player for Mansfield. So DiGirolamo's pass was errant, picked off by Keegan Conley, fired it past the other DiGirolamo brother. Attleboro won in overtime 10-9.
I wish they had lacrosse when I was a kid.
Everyone went crazy. The Attleboro team had a huge pile. The Mansfield players are on the ground, brokenhearted. And Mike Strachan Jr., as running left is Dosenberg down the left sideline. Huge collision with McKenna, still on his feet and finally taken out of bounds. Best play of the day for Milford. Wow.
New Bedford.
New Bedford, excuse me.
18, and I think it's a 50-yard gain or close to it. Let's see. The ball's on the 25. They started on their 30, so that's a 45-yard gain. You know, Attleboro's put in some subs, which I think is a sportsmanlike as can be. And nice run by Ryan Dosenberg. Just a power sweep to the left.
So Attleboro is celebrating like they won the state championship, and Mike Strachan Jr., one of the captains who's all class, starts pulling players off the pile, basically saying it's a regular season win. Act like you've been here before. Let's go shake hands. Classiest thing you'd ever see.
Well, he's a great kid.
Yes, nice run by Jaden Frazier, one of their captains, as he goes from the 25-yard line to...
He's inside the 15.
It's got to be a first down. And they're moving the chains. So Straminsky's in at defensive end. Pereira's still in. So not many subs in, Mike. So New Bedford doing it against most of the Attleboro first-team defense here these last couple plays. 55 yards on 2 plays. Frazier inside, bounces outside. Here comes a flag. Driven out of bounds. Keegan Conley in there with Ethan Lako on the hit.
No, you're right about that. They took out Alvin Harris, and they took out Leonardo.
Yep.
Have they taken anybody else out?
Well, Traore is in at one of the defensive ends, and Straminsky
is still in there.
Yeah, but he's playing a defensive end position. Usually he's more inside.
He's always a tackle,
And so that's a flag.
Offensive holding. That play's coming back.
Yep. So they were at the 15, and now they're back to the 25.
It'll be 1st and 20 from the 25-yard line. Ball's in the right hash. 2 split out wide to the right. Twins to the left. Setback to the left of the quarterback.
Dosenberg takes the snap from Thompson. Right slot comes in motion. They give it to him. A jet sweep to Justice Matthews.
Oh, good tackle.
Nice play.
Wheaton.
Freddie Wheaton.
Just a beautiful play.
And who did I say? Matthews on that carry, right?
Yeah.
Number 11, Justice Matthews.
Yeah, Justice Matthews looked like he had some room there, and he did not.
Yeah, we'll give him.
That was a rugby tackle.
Yeah.
No, you fire in hard, your head goes right behind the knees, you pull the guy back, and it's like you've been calf roping.
Yeah.
And by the way, just took Freddie out. He said, okay, you've had enough.
Yes.
I know you missed the first 6 games.
Yeah.
I know you deserve to play, but this is wrong.
2nd and 18, or closer to 17, but close enough for government work. They're at the 23-yard line of Attleboro. Approaching 7.5 minutes to go. Dosenberg throws over the middle. That's going to be picked off. That's McKenna, I believe. Tries to get to the left sideline. No, that's not McKenna. That's number 9, Aiden Hawkwater.
Hawkwater's a good football player.
Darn right.
He's got to be thrilled he's in there right now because he's a good football player. INT.
Junior Aiden Hawkwater played some quarterback late last season, early this season. They decided to give the job to Matt Harvey. No complaints at all from Hawkwater. He's been in the last few series on defense. Nice play, Aiden.
Yeah, and he got about a 10-yard return there, too. And, no, Aiden's a real good kid. It's obvious he wants to play some football.
Yes.
He'll be playing a lot of football next year somewhere, that's for sure.
And again, Aiden plays quarterback, plays safety on defense. He's the long snapper on punts. Number 65 in for the Bombardiers in the offensive line, Jaden Tatro, a junior. 61 is in there, Jack Fitzgerald, another junior. Miranda staying in at center, Mike, because that's a
skill position.
Thank you very much.
Got to get that ball back there.
Attleboro at their own 25-yard line. Running time now as we approach 6 minutes to go. Hawkwater stays in at quarterback, Mike. Pantages, the receiver on the left. Little hitch pass. Nice block out there on the outside from number 13, Chris Moda. And a first down reception for Pantages. Nice tackle, number 57, Bonilla.
13-yard gain. It's just, they're just playing awfully well.
And Leonardo comes out, takes his helmet off. He ought to get a big hand. So they move from the 25 to the 38.
13-yard gain, 145 yards passing on 7 completions in 8 attempts. This is obviously the best passing performance we've seen in too long to remember.
Pantages, left slot, motion right, takes the jet sweep or the shuttle pass.
I'm calling it jet sweep.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Tackle made by, get up, son, I want to give you credit.
4-yard gain.
52 on the tackle, gain. Devin Vieira. And Straminski comes out of the game now to a hand from his teammates. And who carried that, Mike?
No, it's Pantages, the younger.
Oh, that's right.
It was Aiden Pantages.
Is
it pronounced Aiden or Aiden?
I'm pretty sure. Oh, yeah, that's right. It's A-Y.
I'm not sure how it's pronounced. No, it's
he's
A.Y. Ramirez.
Yeah,
he's
that's
A.I.
right. I think A.I. is Aiden.
I think it's Aiden.
You know, Sally had always had a big crush on Aiden Quinn.
I know she did. Benny and June.
Yes, exactly right. What woman didn't? 2nd and 5. Right slot comes in motion. That's number 15 for the Bombardiers. Malachi Jefferson, a sophomore.
Number 57 with a real good hard hit. Number 52 for New Bedford made those tackles.
That's Bonilla and Vieira. So that was 2nd and 5. Now it's going to be 3rd and 2.
Who carried that ball?
It was number 15, I believe, Malachi Jefferson. So that's a 3-yard gain.
That's a great first name.
Yeah. 3rd and, I guess, 1. So a 4-yard gain. And they're at their own 47.
Clock is running, 3:56 to go here in the final period.
Malachi comes in motion. There's that crossbuck in the backfield. Attleboro got all screwed up. Briggs runs to the right, gets to the edge. He's still on his feet. He's going to get the first down. And there's a flag late. Let's hope this doesn't get chippy.
Oh, my goodness gracious. That was quite the run.
Wow. Serpentine, Shell, serpentine.
Well, okay, where's the white hat? We can't even find him out there.
Yep. He's talking to the Milford coaches.
The New Bedford coaches. I know you think they look like Milford, which they do.
Very similar uniforms.
Yes, they do. They do. It's a good look.
Number 70 in for the Bombardiers, Henderson Acevedo.
White hat, all right. Personal, oh my goodness.
Look at the coach Strachan. They're trying to get as many people as they can. And
yes.
that one against Milford.
Yeah,
I'm at New Bedford.
Thank you. Wow. And it's on the plus 49, so he had a gain of 3 or 4. Yeah, it was a gain of 4.
Okay.
And then they got a 15-yard personal foul.
So the ball goes from their own 47 to their New Bedford Whaler 34. Whalers getting some clean jerseys in there as well. And I hope we can get through the last 2.5 minutes here without anything chippy, because it's been a hard-hitting, clean game so far.
No, we're not going to get anything chippy. You can see it. When you got an assistant principal coach on one side and Strachan coach on the other.
That's a good point.
You just don't expect anything like that.
Yeah.
By the way, Aiden Rivera had 10 carries for 61 yards and a touchdown. Caden Murray, 5 carries for 71 yards and 2 touchdowns. Between them, they also had 5 first downs running. Anthony Salviati had quite the day.
Yep.
And he had 7 carries for 59 yards, 3 first downs. Matt Harvey had a great day.
Toss left. And that's to Briggs, taken out of bounds. In at center, number 49, the center of the future, Daniel Haste. You remember him as a JV last year as a freshman.
Excellent.
And he's also on Tuesday nights. Truth from the Youth is a show put on by 5 or 6 Attleboro High School athletes, football and soccer players. Pretty entertaining show on Tuesday nights. 7 to 9, 1320 WARA.
There you go, WARA.
Or WARAradio.com. Number 67 is in on the offensive line. Adam Wolf, another sophomore. And Attleboro is now in victory formation. How many yards did Briggs gain in that last play, Mike?
I gave Briggs 9 yards in that last play.
And now victory formations for the Bombardiers. So they're going to close it out with a 42-0 victory. It was 14-0 at the half. First play of the third quarter, a 48-yard touchdown run on a counter by Vieira. Great blocks thrown by the pulling guards. A fumble on the ensuing kickoff. The Bombardiers recovered, and on the first play, a 37-yard touchdown pass to Aiden Pentages. Oh, that's right, and it was his older brother, Nick, who recovered the fumble on the kickoff.
Exactly.
New Bedford generated a couple first downs. But on a 4th and 9, the pass was incomplete. They turned it over. It took Attleboro just 3 plays to drive 55 yards, a 44-yard touchdown pass to Salviati. That made it 35-0. And then a Ethan Lako 19-yard return on a fumble recovery on the last play of the third quarter to make it 42-0. And that's how it ended up. Mike, it's an early night with a 5 o'clock start. Our crew wants to go home and enjoy time with their families. So final thoughts.
Well, I just think that's the most improvement we've seen from within a year in Attleboro in a long time. Mike Strax and the staff have to be very proud.
Yep.
Had 400 yards of total offense, just about right on the button. They threw the ball as beautifully as you could from 2 different quarterbacks that are both underclassmen.
Yep.
They got some great seniors, and we gave credit to them. But the whole program's looking on the upswing. And by the way, they better be in this league.
Yeah.
It's that good.
Exactly right.
Great win. And I'm really hoping, first of all, I'm rooting for Bishop Feehan.
Tonight, yep.
Yes, but if Bishop Feehan gets beaten by a great Reading team, then I really hope we get a chance to play them again. Everybody here next week would really love it.
That would be fabulous. New Bedford led through their handshake line by one of their captains, Anderson Madrano. The Bombardiers win 42-0. I'm Paul Healy. He's big brother Michael Healy, but don't forget, Mom loved me more. Dave Angel, our cameraman. Yes, Mike?
It was sympathy. It was empathy. Mom was that kind of person.
So you're saying she didn't love me more, she felt sorry for me.
Well, I think she knew you needed a lot of attention.
Dave Angel's been our cameraman. Peter Bray running graphics. Jim Jones, the engineer in charge. The Bombardiers win 42-0. Thank you so much for joining us on AACS 15 Sports.
Bristol Glass, 110 North Main Street in Attleboro, has